welcome back to the Raga Lab lesson series. I'm Will Marsh, and here in session number 7, I'm excited to work on Rag Pilu. It's a personal favorite of mine, very expressive rag, and has a lot of beautiful phrases to it. So today we'll be working on Rag Pilu. And Piloo is a unique raga because it's one of few that actually can use all 12 notes. The most prominent is the use of both gas, shuddha ga and komal ga, and both knees, shuddha ni and komal ni. So let's start today by tuning for Rag Pilu. We're in the key of D, and I'm going to go over the tuning of the sympathetic strings first for Pilu. And this is for a sitar with 13 sympathetics. If you have less than that, then you can remove from the top, say you only have 12, you'll start omitting one of the highest ones. So 13 sympathetic strings, I'm going to start with the highest one, and that would be re, shuddha re. Next will be sa, next will be shuddha ni, and we have komal ni. Next, shuddha da. Next is pa. After that, shuddha ma, shuddha ga, komal ga, shuddha re, sa, shuddha ni, sa. So that would be, starting again, telling you the note names: E natural, D natural, C sharp, C, B natural, A, G natural, F sharp, F natural, E, D, C sharp, and D. So this is a nice way to tune your sympathetic strings. Okay, so Pilu is mostly coming from the kafi tat. Also a lot comes from the kamaj tat, but it's mainly from the kafi tat, and it can be played in the late afternoon or evening. It's most commonly played in an evening concert towards the end of the recital. I'm going to start by showing you a couple ascending and descending patterns. This rag has a lot of different motions because it uses so many notes, so we'll start with learning a couple ways to ascend and descend with Rag Pilu. The first one this is a beautiful way to go up and down in Pilu. And so I'm starting on shuddha ni here, and I'm playing ni sa ga ma pa ni sa. This is my ascent. Ni sa ga ma pa ni sa. Try that with me. Ni sa ga ma pa ni sa. Now let's come back. We're coming back from pa, and we need to take a touch of komal dha, flat dha, which on the sitar our fret is at shuddha da, so we need to bend to get that. Pa da pa ma ga re sa. So that's our descent. Pa da pa ma komal ga re sa. Descent again. Ascending and descending. Here we go. Ni sa ga ma pa ni sa. Pa da pa ma ga re sa. Again with me. Here we go. Ni sa ga ma pa ni sa. Pa da pa ma ga re sa. This is a great one because it really shows on the ascending is where you would most commonly take the shuddha ga, the natural third. And the same with the Shuddhani, the natural seventh, will be mostly used when moving up. So it shows you a lot about the upper movement of the rag. And then coming down, beautiful. There's so much to get into and so much expressed in this short little phrase. So we'll call that Arohi Avarohi number 1. I want you to work on that and let that seep into your ear and your hands as well. Now let's do one more ascending and descending. Let's do this one. This is another great example of the movements going up and down. This one again will start on Shuddhani. Ni sa re ma pa ni sa. So another way to ascend in Piloo would be kind of like coffee, where you're ascending the ga and playing re ma pa, which is what we're doing here. Ni sa re ma pa ni sa. This is our second version. Let's play this together. Ni sa re ma pa ni sa. Now coming down, sa komal ni dha pa ma shuddha ga ma ga re sa. So our way down, we're using komal ni and both gas. Here's the descent from sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Again, descent. Sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Let's ascend and descend with this pattern. Here we go. Ni sa re ma pa ni sa. Sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Ni sa re ma. Great. So now you've got these two Arohi and Avarohis, both very important to start getting your grasp on Piloo. The first one again. Second. Great. So now that we have our ascending and descending patterns, these will be very helpful. I want to go ahead and move into a couple essential phrases, kind of alap style phrases that will really help you find some of the key expressions in Piloo. And so first let me play one of this passage for you. So this can be like an opening statement in Rag Piloo. I'll go ahead and break this down for you. Our first phrase, we're starting on the sa fret, and we're bending sa ga re ga. This is our phrase with one stroke. Sa ga re ga. Try this with me. Sa ga re ga. Again. Now after this, we have re ga re sa, still from the same sa fret. And that's one stroke. So after, we need to come back down to re. One stroke, re ga re sa. Let's put these two together. Here we go. Again. One more time. Now our next phrase, we're going to play sa de and then bend to ma ga. Do two strokes on re, sa de re ma ga. Try this with me. Sa de re ma ga. Again. So we end this phrase with a crinton. Sa de re ma ga re. Re sa ni sa ni. So this is the classic 3-note crinton, where you're pulling off first, sliding back, hammer and pull off. Try this crinton a few times. Re sa ni sa ni. Get a nice clean stroke at the beginning will help you get the sustain. Let's put this whole phrase together. Ni sa de. There we go. Ni sa de ma ga re sa ni sa ni. Again. One more time. Now, for closing, we're going to go down to our lower paw and use komodha. This is often the place where you hear komodha used, so we have to bend to that note. So, sa ga de da da da. Actually, we can play it on the frets down here. So let's play ba da ma ba mi mi sa. So it'll be our closing phrase. Ba da ma ba mi mi sa. Again. Ba da ma ba mi mi sa. Try that with me. Here we go. Now for our last phrase. Mi sa de pa ga re sa ni sa. So for this final phrase, we're playing mi sa de. From re we bend all the way to pa. And then I move to the ga fret for the ma ga. Mi sa de pa ga re. So ga re sa ni sa. Last phrase. Again. Last phrase one more time. Alright, so let's put all of this together. Obviously you may need to spend some time isolating some of these phrases to get the intonation and feel, but I would just want to give you the clear direction on how to practice these. So let's do it, the full thing together one more time, from sa ga de sa, ni sa de ma ga de sa ni, pa da ma pa ni sa de pa ga de sa ni sa. These are the phrases. Here we go. Wow, one more time. Beautiful. So now you have a few phrases to open up the rag and get into the means. The last thing I want to leave you with is a very nice composition. This is a Sitar gut in Tintal. And I'll start by just going ahead and playing it for you so you can hear it before we break it down. Da din din da da din din da. Second part. This is a beautiful piece, and we'll go ahead and take it slow, each line by line. The composition starts on Kali, and we'll start with the first phrase here. So we have Sa ga ga re ga, sa re mi sam. 3, 4. Sa ga ga re ga, sa re mi sa. Again, 3, 4. Sa ga ga re ga, sa re mi sa. 1, 2. Ma ga re sa mi sa ga ga re ga, sa re mi sa. 1, 2. Ma ga re sa mi sa ga ga re ga, sa re mi sa. Ma ga re sa mi. The Crinton ma ga re ga. When you're ready for that. The main line. Sa ga ga re ga, sa re mi. Next line. Re re sa ni ni da pa. So we're starting with di di da da. Como da. Re re sa ni ni da pa. One more time. Ma pa pa ni ni sa sa ga ga ni ni sa. That whole line. 1, 2. Re re sa ni ni da pa. Ma pa pa ni ni sa sa ga ga ni ni sa. 1, 2. Re re sa ni ni da pa. Ma pa pa ni ni sa sa ga ga ni ni sa. After this, re pa pa ma ma pa pa ga ga ni ni sa. And this completes the first half. So let's go from the descending line. Re re sa ni ni da pa. 1, 2. Re re sa ni ni da pa. Ma pa pa ni ni sa sa ga ga ni ni sa. Re pa pa ma ma pa pa ga ga sa sa ni sa. Excuse me, it's re pa pa ma ma pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. So that last line, re pa pa ma ma pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. One more time, re pa pa ma ma pa pa ga ga sa sa. Back to the top. Now we'll go to the second line. awesome. So that's our Ashtai. You've got all the lines there to practice. I'm going to move on and teach you the second half of the composition. We're also starting on Kali here, and our phrase is Ni sa sa ga ma pa. So first line, join me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ni sa sa ga ma pa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, ga ma ma pa da pa pa. So we do a bend. Ga ma ma pa da pa pa. Ga ga sa sa ni sa. So the second line. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's do both these lines back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ni sa sa ga ma pa 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 ga ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa ni sa. Ni sa sa ga ma pa 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 ga ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa ni sa. One more time. 3, 4. Ni sa sa ga ma pa chick pa pa ga ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa ni sa. Ni sa sa ga ma pa 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 ga ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa ni sa. Now 2 more lines to finish this section up. We start with sa ga 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 ma ga ma. Sa ga ga shada ga ma ga ma. 1, 2. Sa ga 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 chick ma ga ma re ma ma pa da pa pa. So here we're bending to komodha. Re ma ma pa da pa pa. 1, 2. Re ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. This is the ending of this whole second half. Re ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. 1, 2. Re ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. One more time. 1, 2. Re ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. And we're back to the top. Alright, I'll play through that second half one more time with you. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ni sa sa ga ma pa 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 ga ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa ni sa. Ni sa sa ga ma pa 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 ga ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa ni sa sa ga 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 ma ga ma re ma ma pa da pa pa ga ga sa sa ni. Again. Back to the top. Alright, so this is a lovely composition. I think you'll enjoy practicing it. I'm going to play it with the tabla one time. If you're ready to join, go ahead. If not, you can always come back to this as a reference. I like this composition around 150 BPM, but we're going to do it slow now. We're going to do it at 125 just for getting to know it. And remember, it starts on Kali, so here's the whole composition. 125. 5, 6, 7, 8. Next line. part. Second half from Kale. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the top. Awesome. Well, I hope this leaves you with a better understanding of Rag Pilu. It's some great material to practice. As always, it's been wonderful working with you here in the Raga Lab lesson series. If you'd like to go deeper and learn more about Pilu, some of the more alap phrases, the best way to do that would be with online lessons. Those are private, personalized lessons to really help you go deeper into this music. So you can inquire about that through the descriptions. I'm happy to work and help people on their sitar journey. I also have these awesome travel sitars in my shop. If you're curious about making one of these your own, you can check that out there. And until next time, I wish you happy practicing.